The story, turning water to wine, actually has two parts. You have the part where Jesus is calling the first of his disciples. The second part, turning water to wine, is a simple narrative, and so it doesn't take much of a storyboard, so we don't have much. But the first part has all kinds of conversation going back and forth, so most of the storyboard dwells right there. As we get into the story, there's a few things that if you understand, it'll kind of help you get through this one. First of all, most stories do not have more than 3 new names. This one has 4 and actually 5. You don't count the name Jesus or Mary because those are not new names to us. You have Andrew and his brother Simon, who becomes Peter. That's that 5th name. Then you have Philip and his friend Nathaniel. So kind of rehearse those. Andrew, Simon, Philip, Nathaniel. Get those down. Then in this story, you have the big emphasis on finding. We have 6 different times where something is found. You have Andrew finds Simon. He says, we have found the Messiah. Simon finds a new name, Peter. Jesus finds Philip. Philip finds Nathaniel. He says, we have found the one that Moses, pointing back, Moses and the prophets talked about. And so you kind of review those a little bit, and you'll see as we go through that, kind of get those in your mind. You have Andrew finding Simon. Simon finds a new name, or he says, we have found Messiah. Simon finds a new name. Jesus finds Philip. Philip finds Nathaniel. We have found the one that Moses and the prophets talked about. Okay, let's get into the actual storyboard. We have the Lamb of God. Now, this is similar to holding a child, except we always hold a baby closer to the body. This is a lamb kind of out in front. The Lamb of God. 2 disciples. Andrew finds Simon. Says, we have found the Messiah. Simon finds a new name. Lamb of God, 2 disciples. Andrew finds Simon, says, we have found the Messiah. Simon finds a new name. Now your hand is out. Take this one. Jesus finds Philip. Philip finds Nathaniel. And says, we have found the one that Moses, pointing back, Moses and the prophets talked about. Jesus of Nazareth. I don't say surprise, I just go, oh, can anything good come out of Nazareth? Come and see. Okay, let's get through that part right there. We have the Lamb of God, 2 disciples. Andrew finds Simon, says, we have found the Messiah. Now your hands are out here. Simon finds a new name, Peter. Jesus finds Philip, who finds Nathaniel. Then they say, we have found the one that Moses and the prophet talks about, Jesus of Nazareth. Can anything good come out of Nazareth? Come and see. Now, at this point, Jesus describes Nathaniel, and he says 2 things. One, he's an honest man. Kind of put your hand over your heart, kind of bring in close, honest man. And then, no pretense. Kind of bring out the face, no pretense. How do you know me? You have this at your hands here, you just go out. How do you know me? And then you bring it up, you form the shape of a tree. So you have no pretense. How do you know me? The fig tree. You are the Son of God, the true King of Israel. And Jesus says, you'll see more than this. No wine. I throw that in. We're not going to get into that right now, but that's a contrast you have to make. You have to talk about, you'll see great things, and then right away, no wine. The little problem right there, which is the first of the many things that you're going to see. So the many things, the first of what is no wine. Okay, let's take it up to this point, then we'll get into the new wine part, the water to wine. We have the Lamb of God, two disciples. Andrew finds Simon, says, we have found the Messiah. Simon finds a new name. Jesus finds Philip. Philip finds Nathanael. Says, we have found the one that Moses and the prophets talked about. It's Jesus of Nazareth. Can anything good come out of Nazareth? Come and see. Honest man. No pretense. How do you know me? Fig tree. You are the Son of God, the true King of Israel. You'll see greater things than these. No wine. Why are you talking to me about this? Then Mary says to the servants, do what he says. He points over to 6 water pots. I remember seeing water pots just like this in Cana. They're huge. They're great big, 30 gallons each. But I don't have anything for 30 gallons. If you want to, you can add that. But do what he says. Fill 6 water pots. Then you pour out. The governor drinks some, and he's surprised. So we have, you have no wine. Why are you talking to me? Do what he says. Fill 6 water pots. Pour some out. He takes a drink, and he's surprised. Okay, let's go through the whole thing now. We have the Lamb of God, 2 disciples. Andrew finds Simon. We have found Messiah. Simon finds a new name, Peter. Jesus finds Philip. Philip finds Nathanael. He says, we have found the one that Moses and the prophet talks about. Jesus of Nazareth. Can anything good come out of Nazareth? Come and see. An honest man. No pretense. How do you know me? Fig tree. You are the Son of God, the true King of Israel. You'll see greater things than these. No wine. Why are you talking to me? Do what he says. Fill 6 water pots. Pour some out. Serve it to the governor. He drinks some. He's surprised. There you have it. That's the entire storyboard. Learn that first part. That's the part that is the most difficult, and the 6 different findings. Learn this story. Learn this storyboard and stumble through the story a few times. Draw it out. It will actually help you to draw this thing out. And then stumble through the story a few times, then tell it a few more times, and you'll have it the rest of your life. The Lord bless you.